Hey everyone, today we're diving into what happens if our hero really gets in trouble. His secrets will be out. Let's go down together. The president summoned his wife, who advised Young Hee to expose everything. What a fantastic plan. Before that, she warned Young Hee his son might die in front of him. So brutal. Young Hee was shaking. This was a disaster in the making as Johan and Owen visited him at night, seeking his help to take down the president and those fat cats. Young Hee told them to step out for a minute to think, and as soon as they left, he pulled out a gun. He committed suicide, shocking Johan and Owen. Their hopes of rescue shattered. With hope dashed, the president and the tycoons joined forces, sealing off a random area straight out of them. They informed the nation of a pandemic, then snatched away the innocent civilians to a secret lab. Talk about a sci-fi drama. When Johan heard about this, he rushed to a TV station with equipment and zoomed right to the pandemic zone. Live streaming was calling. Since the TV station was government-owned, he took control with his crew, watching from a rooftop like a director. Everyone was stunned, kidnapping civilians under pandemic guise. Johan hit the live stream. Spoiler alert. Viewers were stunned by the real pandemic zone. The president, watching live, was fuming with anger. Then he summoned his secret henchman, who turned out to be a key player in his administration. Whoa, plot twist. This guy brought back to mess things up, but Johan was on the roof with all entrances locked. No way they could get up there. Johan got hit by a rock, and an old man tried to save him only to be knocked out. What a tragedy. This guy brazenly killed the old man in front of everyone, protected by the president. Talk about getting cocky. The president was fuming, making calls to stop the live feed, but Johan's crew had the TV station on lockdown. Unbelievable. Power was cut, but phones were still running. Everyone was glued to the live broadcast. Thank you, technology. People in the pandemic zone rose in rebellion after seeing the old man killed, sending attackers fleeing. Justice has arrived. As Johan ended the live, Owen's girlfriend Johan appeared, with the man lurking behind her as she exited the car. This guy raised his gun and shot Johan right in the heart. Owen was devastated, just shattered. Owen felt the world collapsing and sought Johan, vowing revenge for Johan. Johan replied, it must be linked to the president and those tycoons. The president's henchman was already caught. They decided to target him, informing the media they'd be putting the killer of the old man on trial the next day. If anyone tried to stop the trial, they'd be seen as the puppet master. Now the president was sweating bullets. If that henchman squealed on him, the president was toast. After that live stream, everyone was wondering whether there is even a virus present. The president revealed to the chairman of the conglomerate, South Korean judges have devised an entirely new sentencing system. Let's ensure the trial is live streamed. The nationwide audience would judge the criminals personally. Johan wanted to sentence this killer to death by electric chair. If he revealed who was behind it, he'd get a free pass. But this guy's lips were sealed tight. The president told him yesterday he wouldn't let him fry. Mentioned something about a movie being rigged. All he had to do was survive until the end for a lifetime of unlimited cash. Johan saw he wasn't talking. He summoned the doctor in charge of the pandemic, who told him yesterday that there was no pandemic. Mind blown. He called for the doctor several times, and no one came in. Turns out the doctor hadn't made it to today's pandemic meeting. He passed away. Johan realized this was all the president's doing, but still had no evidence. This guy was as cool as a cucumber. All he had to do was reveal the mastermind behind it, and he'd escape. But this guy was certain he'd live. After a nationwide vote, most people wanted him fried. The executioner flipped the switch showtime. Just as he was about to fry, someone flipped the switch off. What a surprise. When exposed how Johan had been buying testimony to punish this criminal, the plot thickens. Turns out the president and the judges were in on it, and they were thrilled. Who knew Johan and Owen would pull off the mask, so the execution was called off. Why did Owen do this? Because he suspected Johan was the real killer of his girlfriend. Just days before, Owen's master had found him and given him Johan's belongings. Time to uncover the truth. It was Johan's journal, detailing her investigation into Johan and that fire from 10 years ago. She suspected that fire was set on purpose, all to get her brother's inheritance. Owen's master warned him. Perhaps Johan found something out, hence why Johan had her eliminated. One day, armed with the journal, Owen tracked down an old man, finally getting some leads. He learned that Johan had been there, inquiring about that church fire 10 years ago, which led Owen to find the security footage. The man informed Owen that a female officer had come to see him recently, also probing into that fiery incident. After the officer left, someone came and beat him up. The same guy Owen saw on the footage. The truth was getting closer. Owen tracked down the guy's address using the license plate, only to find the man had kicked the bucket. In his phone, Owen found recent call logs. It was a call from Johan. Now Owen was convinced Johan was the one who did in his girlfriend. He was primed for revenge.